covering the northern Bahamas. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Residents in the 8 Mile Walk community coming together to give back to the elderly in that community. Coordinator Sheldon Grant and a team provided all of the Thanksgiving favorites and much more on Saturday afternoon at the Church of God of Prophecy Hall in 8 Mile Walk. He says it was important to say thank you to those who have paved the way for the younger generation.
I feel like the elderly people deserve respect and someone to cater to them, to show them how much we appreciate them and how long we've been in the community, and they raise us and show us certain things when we are kids. Now we are adults. It was a community effort, and everybody who donated, I really appreciate them, what they did. And we're looking forward for next year and for it to be bigger and better.
Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Pakeisha Parker Hatchcomb, also on hand for that luncheon. She says she was touched by this initiative.
What I particularly love about this story is that you had an ordinary citizen, Sheldon Grant, who thought it necessary to give back to the senior citizens. And wanting to give back, he pulled together a team who had the same thoughts of him, and now you have teamwork in play. I think it is important for us to always recognize those that come before us. Our senior citizens are a vital part of our community. A lot of them are oftentimes at home just sitting down with very little to do. And what happened here today is we utilized the Church of God of Prophecy Pinedale Hall to cook and also deliver to their homes for those who may not have been able to come out.
Well, World AIDS Day will be observed tomorrow, December 1st. Here in Grand Bahama, the local AIDS Awareness Committee, the Grand Bahama Health Services, and Pharmachem Technologies Grand Bahama Limited have teamed up to host a Know Your Status rapid HIV testing downtown from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Nurse manager with the surveillance unit at the Grand Bahama Health Services, Katie Saunders, is inviting the community to take advantage of this screening.
HIV testing is essential for persons to know their HIV status, therefore lending to early detection and treatment, ensuring that persons living with HIV live healthy and productive lives within the society. It is also crucial to achieving the 19-90-90 target, in that 90% of persons living with HIV know that they are HIV positive. 90% of those persons are on medication, and 90% have achieved viral suppression.
She says the process is simple. You register, get counseling, a prick on the finger, and get a confidential report in 15 minutes. CEO at Pharmachem, Randy Thompson, says the pharmaceutical giant remains at the forefront in the fight against the dreaded disease, producing the active ingredient that has treated more than 1 million HIV and AIDS patients around the world. Meanwhile, chairman of the local AIDS Awareness Committee, Africa Karamo Miller, talks about another activity slated for this Saturday.
The fight must continue, particularly here in the Bahamas, where we have the highest HIV adult prevalent rate in the Caribbean. We must educate and remove the stigma associated with HIV/AIDS. Today, there are treatments available for people who are infected or at risk of exposure. So we encourage you all to get tested. Knowing is the first step.
Our Fun Run Walk Cycles aim is to mobilize the Grand Bahama community at large to know your status while working up a sweat. And the HIV/AIDS Fun Run Walk Cycle event is scheduled to begin bright and early at 6 a.m. at Pharmachem Technologies.
Now, during Saturday's rapid testing downtown, the medical team will also be administering the flu vaccine. And now it is time to ask the doctor.
Hi and welcome. Kara asked, Dr. Pratt, recently I've been experiencing chest pain and I've been coughing up yellow-green mucus. What's causing this? Thanks for your question, Kara. It seems that you're experiencing symptoms of bronchitis and inflammation of your bronchi, or the large passages from your mouth that lead to your lungs. There are two types of bronchitis, acute and chronic bronchitis. Acute bronchitis normally comes on quickly and gets better after several weeks, whereas chronic bronchitis keeps coming back and lasts for long periods of time, especially for those who smoke. it's most likely that you are suffering from symptoms of acute bronchitis, which is typically caused by viruses. Chronic bronchitis, on the other hand, is usually caused by smoking cigarettes. Common signs and symptoms include coughing, which may produce clear, yellow, or green mucus, wheezing, tightness or pain in your chest, shortness of breath, and low-grade fever. Most cases of acute bronchitis resolve on its own after about 1 to 2 weeks. If symptoms don't resolve, your doctor may prescribe antibiotics and a cough medicine. On the other hand, those with chronic bronchitis would benefit from pulmonary rehabilitation, which is a breathing exercise program where you would learn how to breathe more easily and increase your ability to exercise. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us. Ramiko Knowles has a check on sports when we come back.